Okay, let's talk hip mobility and lumbar spine all together because they work together. So you can't really talk about one without the other. But what we want here is a general mobility, all ranges of motion for the hip and as quickly as possible. So you're getting ready for a workout or you're finishing a workout. And please stay till the end because there's a couple here that maybe you have never done before. This is our general external rotation of the hip, very common exercise. But look, this is what I want to take you to. Internal rotation is this. Boom. Okay. So we're taking the knee in. You can help place it down. Use your hands. And then what we're doing is actually rotating towards the heel and back. And you can use your hands to push off of in order to create that rotation. Okay. You can also do this at different angles. So I want to come up here and rotate, drop, and rotate, and drop. Really, really good for goaltenders, especially, right? Or as well, to get into these great ball and socket drills. And we have to go through that range of motion. You can go back to your external rotation. Push it out. Use the arms. Push. And then let's go to internal rotation on the other side. So we're here. Grasp, and rotate into it and out of it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Coming taller. Exhale. Exhale. So, be aware of this. If you're getting pinching in the groin, that's where you want to ease back a little bit. Work with it in a comfortable range of motion and then progress it, especially if you get any pinching. Good. Go back to your external rotation. So now we can add in rotation of the spine as well by reaching. Maybe you want to create an arc. Up and over. Up and over. Now, I'm not talking about heel cords right now too, but of course we could open that can of worms as well. Mine is not excellent, but you can work into your heel cords right here as well, of course. Pressing the heels down and working through the ankle joint as well. It's all, again, working together. Create your rotation. Excellent. Now, one of my favorites. I'm going to take a big step forward with my left leg. Place the right hand down. This is all about rotating the rest of the body. So I get into a lunge position. I quarter turn it. Okay, this is really important. This back leg stays straight. Quarter turn it and drop the straight leg down. Push off of the arm. Try to extend the arm. There's a lot going on here. But work on making that leg in line with the rest of the body. Now we can start to work through different ranges of motion here. Slide the hand out if the wrist is a little bit under pressure. Drop the hips and drop the hips. This is where we are really holding a lot of tension for good reason. And we can rock forward and back. Be curious. Just move into different ranges of motion. Good. And when you've had enough, ease out of it. Sit back to child's pose. Always good. Open the knees wider if you'd like. Okay, I'm going to go show it on the other side as well. Taking a big step forward with the right leg this time, left hand down. Okay, so if you're going to mirror me, it might be easier. Mirror. This hand can move away if the wrist is problematic. Quarter turn. Drop the shoulders. Quarter turn. Drop the hips and this shoulder. You should feel that right away. Right, now ease into it. Move through it. Forward, back, up, down, rotate. And again. Straight leg, absolutely straight. You can take this arm. You can also place it behind your lower back, rotate the shoulder. You can do all sorts of things with this mobility session. Okay, take it wide, sit back. Back to our internal rotation, which many people do incorrectly and not on purpose. But take the feet really wide drop the knee down. Now, anybody can do this. Okay? Try to keep the hip relatively close to the ground. And maybe you don't carry the tension there. Great. But if you do, you'll find it and you rock where you can bring the hip back and gently forward. Now, to be careful, please, of the MCL of the knee. If you're feeling it through the knee, back it off, try a new angle, less aggressive. Drop the hip and then try. Drop the hip and then try. Same thing though, if you're getting pinching through the groin, it might be a referred pain from the hip, so be gentle with it. Okay? You want to go through the range of motion, but not at the risk of injuring any joints. Good? So that's your internal rotation. Seated, take it to a lying position, because now our hips are in a neutral position. This is more as if we were standing. If we were standing, we have everything in line. So don't miss out on doing it in a neutral position as well. Now you'll feel it working a little bit more into the lower back. Okay, so, and don't just stop there. Get that glute, squeeze your booty, and open up your hip flexor. It becomes a hip flexor opening. Open the hip flexor. Good. Now, one more, because also my favorite. I have a lot of favorites. Fetal position, grab your top ankle. Now, the details of this is the most important. We start with a quad stretch. It's a simple pulling back where the leg is in line with the upper body. Everybody knows this one. But here's the tweak. If you've worked with me before, you know this next move. What's really super important is I flex that foot and pull the toes towards my shin. Then I pull the entire leg with me as I roll somewhat, not completely, but somewhat onto my back. And this is where you go, oh. Oh. Okay, now what's happening here is I am going to gently slide my foot closer. Now I'm going to flip around and give you that posterior view here. Flex the foot, pull it around so the inside of the foot is on the ground. The inside of the flexed foot. Be careful of the knee joint, absolutely. Now, give that glute a little love, squeeze it, open up this hip flexor. And what I was saying is gently sort of guide that foot up closer when you're ready to this shoulder. Close this distance right here. Relax into it. Breathe. Glute opening. With your breath, see if you can place more of your shoulder blade on the ground. This can become dynamic, reaching through and around, looking over towards that hand. Great. Then relax out of it. Give your pelvis a little shake, because it feels good. Flip over onto the other side. Pull back. Straight line, flexed foot. Boom, boom. Maybe the sun comes out and you can get your vitamin D at the same time. Okay, so there you go. Some of my favorites. Looking at the hip socket as it is a ball and socket joint, which means we need to move it and rotate it in all ranges of motion. Thank you very much.